Alrighty, hello everybody. Update on your threat of severe weather tonight. Some updates on a lot of stuff actually. So let's just take a look at some of that, and we'll start out taking a look outside. Beautiful day out, but my goodness, it is rather hot outside actually. It's 79 degrees. Of course, my station just updated, so it'll take a minute to get in here. 78 degrees, it says right here, but it's actually 79. Winds are out of the south southwest at around 1 miles per hour. Just got a gust of 3. Rainfall, we haven't really had any rainfall yet, but we will get some overnight into tomorrow. It won't be a ton of rainfall, but we will get some. Let's start out looking at the radar, though. Already seeing some thunderstorms, some severe over around Tupelo, Mississippi. That's going to be a longer storm system there that's going to be moving in. Timing's still a bit uncertain, but looks like it gets here a little later on. Thanks to our cold front there. And this is some very hot temperatures. We're at 79.3 now, and the temperature is just going up through the roof. So some pretty big, pretty big hail maker there around Tupelo, Mississippi. Quarter size hail, 1 inch diameter. We'll watch this stuff as it starts to move in from the west, and even got some severe thunderstorm watches up here in Tennessee due to this. Possibility Northwest Alabama goes under a watch later. Wouldn't doubt it. Maybe depending, will depend. This will be multi-clusters. As you can see, they're not a straight line. They're just clusters of showers or storms developing. So it'll depend on where they're, pretty much headed. Northwest Alabama probably will go under a watch later. I figure maybe all of North Alabama. But overall, radar absolutely clear in our area, other than those storms out to the west. Of course, that'll be a lot different later on as we get further out. Let's take a look at our forecast outlook, though. Of course, it has not changed. I expect today maybe some sunshine, which we've already had. Chance 20 to 60% chance of showers and storms. High around 79, low 58. We're at 79 right now at 1 o'clock. Looks like Friday, 30 to 40% chance of showers and storms. Of course, there could be some sunshine peeking out too. High 75, low 56. Saturday, 40 to 50% chance of more showers and storms. High 68, low 55. Of course, could see some sunshine too. Sunday, looks like 30 to 60% chance of showers and storms. High 67, low 58. And Monday, things pick up a bit. 70 to 80% chance of showers and storms with a high of 71. Our low temperature hasn't came in yet, so that's why I didn't fill it in. So, let's have a look at our Storm Prediction Center outlooks. Here's the newest ones. Level 2, slight risk of severe thunderstorms, all of North Alabama for today. Today and tonight. Severe hail outlooks, looks like the hatched risk there was shifted a bit further southwest. Now includes the northern tip of Marshall County, all of Jackson County, and the northeast portions of DeKalb. Hail should be around 1 inch of diameter, but in that hatched risk, you could see some larger hail than that, maybe up to $50. It will depend on a lot, though, but most of the hail should stay around 1 inch in diameter. That is excluding the hatched risk area. Looking at damaging wind threat, looks like a 15 to around 30% chance of that, so there is a level 2 risk for that. And tornado, well, looks like 2 to 4% chance of some tornadoes across all of northern Alabama as this batch of multi-cluster storms move in. Now let's look at our high-resolution models, and it's showing it getting here a little earlier than what the timing actually was showing. So let's restart it. Look at the timing again. I actually haven't even had time to look at it. Looks like it gets around northwest Alabama around 6 o'clock. Big old clusters of showers and storms from the northwest move southeast. Looks like by around 10 o'clock it gets around I-65, Marshall areas, and Jackson County. Actually, that was a little bit further back than that. Around 8 or 9 o'clock it gets around there. And then northeast Alabama, it shows it breaking up and falling apart. And that's around, looks like midnight. So around midnight, anywhere between, I'll say, 6 o'clock and midnight is going to be the timeline for this stuff. So I'm going to say northwest Alabama, somewhere around 6, 7 o'clock. Along I-65, probably around, I'm going to estimate 8 or 9. And then further northeast, moving on, of course, into DeKalb, Jackson, Marshall counties, somewhere around probably 10, 12 o'clock. and of course it does show them falling apart as it moves through northeast Alabama. But that will change. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, the models won't look the same as we get closer to that time. So we'll need to watch it very carefully for any changes with that. But let's look at the Cape. I've had a lot of people asking, what does the Cape look like out there? Well, of course, I've moved it on off to the northeast. The numbers pretty decent over northwest Alabama, but I've moved it forward. This is 9 o'clock tonight. Storms are already moving through. You can see in the thousands, 2,000s. Anytime you've got it that high up, it supports severe weather. So definitely something to watch as it moves on through. This is at 1 a.m. Friday. Of course, system's already moved off to the southeast. You can see pretty much Cape is gone. Pretty much completely gone as that system moves on through. So let's look at the rainfall totals. Now, don't get this confused. This is not 24-hour rainfall totals. This is going to be from now all the way to the 14th, which is going to be Wednesday. So the 14th of May, from now to the 14th, we can see 1 to 2 inches, but that's still carried pretty far out. I've got my doubts, that it's going to be like this. There could be more or there could be less. So we'll just have to check back. But one thing we know for sure, here's the 24-hour rainfall totals from now, of course, overnight. Looks like some areas get very light amounts, 0.33 DeKalb, 0.13 Marshall, Jackson County, 0.14. They're going to be very scattered, as you can see. Some areas get more than others, but not a ton of rainfall expected, unless that, of course, changes, and it very well could. Looking at our timing, of course, nothing's changed with it, but I just updated you, told you when I thought it would come in, but this is when the Weather Service thinks it's going to come in. Around 4 to 10 o'clock, northwest Alabama. That's, pretty decent time frame there. A lot of uncertainty with the timing. Looks like Florence, Russellville area is northwest Alabama, 4 to 10. Along I-65, Huntsville, Fayetteville, Coleman, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and northeast Alabama, anywhere between 7 p.m. and 12 a.m. Very, very good timeline there because uncertain when they're going to start developing. We've already got some developing in Mississippi right now, so that's a very accurate timeline there. Just don't exactly know when. But looking forward to the temperature outlooks, we start to get a lot warmer as we get into the, looks like 13th to 17th time frame. We really do start to warm up out there. And the rainfall amounts, just wanting to show a system out of the west pushing all that to the east. Looks like we average out for northeast Alabama with some drier air, some drier temperature, or drier days ahead is what I'm trying to say for the areas to the west of us there, and also southwest and central portions of Alabama that lower than average probability. So it looks like they're going to dry out with the northeast portions of Alabama being in that average category. So meaning you could get some showers, maybe not. It's kind of 50-50 there. But that being said, we will get ready to wrap it up. Stay weather aware. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll wrap it up with our sponsor, Mr. Dylan Snyder at Alabama Living Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, give him a call, 256-979-4330. Also like him on Facebook. And we also have RKG Automotive Group. For more information, call them, 256-323-7323. Also check them out on Facebook as well. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to keep the content going, just to be honest. That's how bad things have got. So thank God for them that we're able to keep it going. Thanks for sponsoring us. Really appreciate it. And, of course, if you'd like to send a donation, help us out, there's our Cash App, DeKalb CWX. And other than that, that is all I've got. Let's look at the chat, and we will get on out of here. And allergies have been terrible lately. Like, I don't know what's going on, but my goodness. Allergies are absolutely just horrific. Hello, Miss Victoria. You're in our chat. Good to see you. Appreciate you watching. Gail Wooten from Henniger. Thanks for watching. Shelby Watts. Hope you're doing well. Janice, hello. No problem. Glad I can update. Connie watching from Scottsboro. Hello. Charlotte from Rainsville. Clara Hammonds, thanks for watching. And Sharon, thank you for watching. All right, everybody. Stay weather aware. There will probably be some watches going up later for northwest Alabama and possibly all of North Alabama. Just don't know yet. It's not currently in the discussion that I've seen, so we'll wait till the discussion goes out then we'll know for a fact that it's going to happen. So just my instinct thinking that we will go under one later. That's my instinct. It could be wrong. I really don't think it will be, but it could be wrong. There's always that possibility. Hello also, Mrs. Beth Butler, watching from Henniger. So y'all have a good one. Stay weather aware, and see you on the next update.